right. This was going back to either June or July. I figured it out when I go through my pictures and put the cover picture for it. But I know it was with my Taiwanese group, which I already shared the story. But like this is one of the better bites. My older group, my seniors, and it was great because my nephew was on the boat, and he this is when he was down for a couple of weeks, staying, and he'd go hop out on the boat, and he got to see how hard it was. As a matter of fact, he got to see how everything was in the house. I didn't know some things were going on there, but well, we'll talk about that later. Anyhow, uh, also I'm gonna add in, like I said, what was going on the landing. So I mean, you know, this was all after. I already went with one incident with the mouth prior. We were kind of always going bumping heads, you know, but they just always try to make it hard. They wanted to be just known as him and his son as the best. The mouth was good. His son was. Even a blind squirrel could find a nut, and in his case, that's exactly what it was. So, I was sleeping on the boat. I was from December on, and I was sleeping on it periodically from June on because of what was going on in my house. So we were there. I was there from December on. I filed bankruptcy December 2021, and I started bumping heads with the owners. Uh, Prior, like I said, we had this talk, and this dude was just he was an idiot, and he was just like trying to be nice, but not nice. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I want to help you, but not really wanting to help. And everyone knows he's a schmuck. He's been no, we all know he's a schmuck. This guy, he wasn't like his dad. His dad, he used to put bait on the dock, and I heard, and the stories you hear about their grandfather was this man used to go, he'll drive 3 hours out to go make bait. But this guy, he was the privileged. I'll do what I want, make it when I want. We're gonna load the wells up type of deal, and you guys gotta, you know, uh, we're not gonna fish for 2 weeks. You guys better make it work, kind of. Like I said, and then when he came took over, I guess he tried to micromanage everything over there. But the dude was just smug, and he's lucky he didn't get the back of my hand. But yeah, he was harassing me, and like I said, the mouth was really really getting at customers, spreading rumors throughout the landing. And ownership over there didn't want, I pay them rent. They didn't want to intervene. I mean, the guy was trying to steal my people. And then he does this declaration in March 2nd or 3rd. And I think it was right after that is when I was approached from ownership. Well, ownership told me, well, are you living on the boat? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, well, you can't. Well, I didn't know you need a living permit. Well, it didn't matter. It's not like he walked down to the other boat where they were living on their boat and told them shit. But this was right when this declaration was actually presented to bankruptcy with the mouth. So this dude obviously was told by the mouth that I was living on the boat, and somebody tried to say it was Harbor Patrol that said something, or the mouth got a Harbor Patrol, and then Harbor Patrol made an issue. But they knew who else was living on the boat. They knew they were living on the boat a couple boats down. They were just harassing me, when so he kicks me out the boat. He's all, well, you can stay out here for till you get a place. So I'm like, I like a week later. I think it was a week later. I was trying to get this car sent to me, and I had to get it towed because we couldn't. It was just like we couldn't trust it to make it over the grade from Bakersfield. Well, anyhow, we kind of my sister gets it delivered. We get it towed over. Like it was a day. I'm not lying. I was one day, from I was gonna go sleep in a bunch, because I couldn't sleep on my boat. But I asked him, "Can I sleep one more day?" He's like, "Yeah." The car comes. I mean, this is so petty. Our patrol was. They came to deliver it to the parking lot, and our patrol comes out, and then he's "Oh, who's this car from?" That's for me. So he's like, "What does it run?" Yeah. Was it registered? Look at the license plate. I mean, there was not like there wasn't a license plate on it. I mean, this is kind of the stuff I was just like dealing with. So I used to sleep on the closest parking lot to my boat, so I can keep an eye on my boat because I was like, these dudes want me on my boat for a reason. These guys are just they're scoundrels. You know what I mean? They're just scoundrels. You can't trust these dudes. Then I found that that picture. It was a picture said uh, uh, make it loud. I don't know. Enjoy. It was something about enjoy the moment. It was just like throwing in the brand new. Personally, I thought somebody threw it in there. Then right after that, I started having problems with my engine. I'm not even. You could. This is the dead truth. Like I used to take it out. I was doing maintenance. I was driving good until this. I get this picture in there, and one day and February 20th, I ran this trip, and all of a sudden now, on the way out, it just started like 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 if there was something. I figured there was water in with the fuel, and so I put some. After I put some later on, I figured it out. I ran it real hard. Every time I run it real hard, it run. But anyhow, all of a sudden, I got some fuel treatment that would take the water out, and it started running good again. Anyhow, you know, like I said, after that, and I had the final talk with him because he wasn't, he wasn't changing that what we talked about. He didn't want to change that the culpability issue, whatever. So he already knew. I heard you were talking to other landlords about moving, and yeah, so what? So other people were talking and running my business to his mouth. The mouth called that place, told him I was a piece of shit. That I owed him money. That dude's a piece of shit. Just look at it, knock his fucking fake teeth out. You know what I mean for that stuff. Excuse my language. You know what I mean. But that's what I was dealing with. This man and these people were just look. Think about if I didn't have a landing to go to, and that's what he was attempting to do. I left, and what would happen? I could possibly lose my boat, and that's what his intentions were the whole time. But I already figured it out because I was like, when I left, I'm not. All I need to do is get a dog, and I figured it out. I don't need to go to a landing. All I knew is to leave a manifest. I was thinking ahead already. I already knew what they're trying to do, because I was like, if I thought about it. I put myself in these guys' situation, another owner's situation. Would they allow this to happen to me? To them, they wouldn't. Would they allow this to happen to me? They did let it allow it to happen to me. So that's what happened. But anyhow, now we're gonna go back to the story. Now, let's push all that aside now. So now we're fishing. I left like this was an early trip. I was gonna do a 2 to 2, or 3 to 3. So I got there. I left at 2. See, Chesley was on the boat. And my nephew. We get out to China Bay, anchor up. Uh, we start getting bit. Big croaker, 40, 50 pounders around 5:30 or so, 5 o'clock. Not much later after we anchored up. I anchored up on a squid bed. We start getting bit. A lot of my guys are seniors. They're a little older. Some of them know how to fish. Some of them, they're rock fishermen. So, these fish move fast. So we're right there helping them. I remember, in the bow, helping one of the older gentlemen out. Boom, boom, boom. Get them out. he gets it. We have 8 sea bass on the boat. There's 12 of them. 12 of my passengers, or 11. I think it was 12. So, well, we have eight sea bass, all nice ones. We pull that, daylight comes out, and these fish start moving. So I start chasing these fish, and my nephew actually has a picture. I drop a bomb on these fish. We got like 5, 6 going. Like I said, we have a video, and we get those fish. Um, and next you know it, I chase them. They kind of just go in. Either they push into around the corner to Kochi and went into Seal to Seal Rock and all that over there. I'm not quite sure, but my guess is that's where they went to. Uh, that night was over. So I got bit day before. I found some fish at the Little Mexican. It's the spot we call. So I haul ass over there, and I get on the spot. All of us have that much respect for us, at least. If you fish there the day before, you can fish on it. And I was still talking to these guys, sharing. We were still working as a team at this point. I was still at that place. Um, so I get there, and fishing sliders, we're fishing lead heads, and we got drop through. Anyhow, at this point, we have either we had 8, and then 5 more. We had 13 fish on the boat, 13 croaker, all 35 to 50 pounders. Hit around the corner, get there, get the spot anchor up, and the day before we fished, we got a few. I don't think I had a limit the day before, but I found those fish right there, and everyone knows I started the bite right there on the Yellowbanks. Next you know it, we start getting bit. I don't remember if we started getting bit on sliders first, but some of my guys were fishing sliders. I want to say that's how we got bit, just like we got bit the time before. Our sliders started getting bit, and then we started getting bit on the dropper loop. Well, we got full bend again. This is like full bend. We get full bend, 13 fish. We need 36 fish. 36 fish. My nephew's fishing too. He's killing them. I like it. We're all bent. We're full bent. It's chaotic. Other boats are around. They're getting big. We're picking at it, but where I'm at, I'm just right there on the mother load. We stay there for an hour. We pick away, kill them, limit out. Limit for my passengers and crew. We just killed it. Nephew he ended up getting 3, uh, and it was a great day. It was a great day. Um, and we did share the wealth again. You know what I mean? And that it turned into a squid bite. When I first found it, it was a sardine bite. We found them they were eating sardines, and then from from the sardines it transitioned to a squid bite. It was another epic day of fishing. These guys can catch anything on the bottom. Like you put these guys in dropper loops. These guys are just killers. They love to fish sheephead. I mean, it was fun. These guys they're good men. Like looked out for me. It's one of the groups I miss. And I've been over there, talked to them, got to eat lunch with them. You know what I mean? And but I got to put them on on an epic bite again. And I had a few days with these guys because these guys are just like I'm telling you, like. But some of these they're older men and they're harder to get around, but they got with it. They made it happen, and it was a great day, epic day, and we have to clean a lot of fish. So That's that. Along with the other story. So like I said, we there was always adversity the whole time. It was tough for me because I was still learning like the business. Losing my like trying to keep my boat the whole time. Through this COVID epidemic that really damaged a lot of people, and I was one of them. Like these people that got the grants and everything, and the COVID loans, I didn't get anything. So, I had to improvise. I had to figure out ways to 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 succeed when when failure was really the only option. But I beat it. I went past it. I filed bankruptcy later on that year, and I finally wasn't losing my boat. I got everything in order, got my books in order. Was running one of the best systems around. Got QuickBooks, sending invoices. Like I never had the opportunity, to look into the business aspect of it until I filed bankruptcy. And that just set off all these guys. Even more. You know what I mean? Like I said, I could have took a different route. You know what I mean? These guys always, they approach other people physically. Me, I didn't want to. I'm a two striker. I get a lot of time. A fair amount of time. I stay business. But I mean, I could have took another route, and they wouldn't have hurt me. I was like, I no, but I did it. And my people were one of the reasons. My kids were another reason. My parents, and I was dealing with all that, and I was dealing with all that with my parents, and people that were just trying to take advantage. There was a lot of people trying to take advantage, and but it made me better. But thanks to my people, and I appreciate them, and I'll post that later. My little nephew, little Chauncey, he did great.